Alright, this is, let's play Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl. But not only are we playing Stalker, we have a modification on, if you haven't noticed already, but the modification is called Lurk. Hold on. Alright, what this mod does is it overhauls all the graphics for the game. It makes the game look absolutely beautiful, but not in here, not at all. In here, it kinda doesn't shine.
The choice
But
is
let's talk to
yours.
him
Got
first so
a
we can get
job for
outside.
you, ma.
Stalker is an overhaul mod that adds extra weapons to the game. It adds better graphical detail to the game, better shading, sort of, and just makes the game all around funner. Alright, so the detail in this modification is better than any other modification out there right now. Although, they do have a few bugs and glitches that they had to deal with because of adding all these details and such. So, these glitches include, like, maybe you'll get too close to a wall or something, and if you go like this or something, you'll be able to see through it a little bit. Depending on what type of wall you're up against, like one if they had like a lot of detail added into it, and it pops out more than it should because it has the detailed bumping, the detailed mapping. But all the details that they put into this mod are absolutely beautiful. Everything blends in perfectly. The foliage looks better. Like the grass looks much better to me. And the weather cycles are pretty cool too. So they also replaced all the well, they didn't replace them, but they enhanced all the skins for the weapons, so they're not so ugly. And they look like they belong.
Прижми его к земле!
Now I just ran
Не
into a
давай
problem moments
высунуться!
ago. But I need to talk to him. Yeah, actually, not really. Let's just jump into the action because those guys aren't going to slow down for me. So we're going to jump right into battle, and you're going to know some differences in the combat. Like, the guns aren't going to be as easy to shoot people with. They're going to be more realistic. The recoil is much more realistic in this mod, I should say.
Не мандражу, пацаны!
And also, NPCs are pretty accurate. My flashlight. When that was, but. Actually, as we're here, I'll show you one of the bugs. Like, see how they have the detailed bumping so it looks 3D? Well, if you go up against the wall and turn like this, you can see through it. You can't really see enemies through it, you could just see the scenery inside the building, but not outside. That's so friendly. You're going to want to use bandages constantly to keep yourself from bleeding out, because if you don't bandage yourself up, you're just going to continuously bleed out. If you want, gather everything up you can in the beginning, because later on, you're not going to be able to do that. Because at this point, right here, 35. That's the max carrying weight. So you're not going to be able to carry all the nifty items you'd hope for. But my team won here, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I get all these wonderful health packs and goodies. And I like how they made it so you're limited a little bit more, because
You guys still
it
alive?
gets
I
to
owe
the
you,
point
brother.
where you're
I
like,
could never thank you enough.
man, do I want this weapon or do I want this weapon? You really have to decide between those things.
Тиранули меня, пацаны.
So we're gonna grab this flash drive and head back to the trader.
Я маслину поймал.
And he's pushing me. But as soon as we get back to the trader, I'd like to point out a few more things. And I definitely just heard.
Wolf, factory cleared. Returning to starting positions. Out.
But when I first played this mod, I looked around and it was absolutely stunning, and this ambience is really freaking me out. But I still can't get over how beautiful this game is. I've never quite seen this much detail put into an overhaul mod. He even reskinned some of the animals, but I don't think dogs is one of them. I mean, he put detail into them, but definitely not one of like the big ones.
Командир, нам притор какой-то внушается. Шумнем? Отставить. Техническая мелочь боезапасная. Ну пусть живет.
Outcomes just getting pretty loud. So, we gotta get back to the trader and accept a special mission.
Well, hello. Listen, Manny. All right, once you have the, you'll need to go.
And from this point, I'm sure you've noticed. Oh, cool, new weapons. Well, yes. That is pretty cool. Most of the weapons they've added are pretty cool, like this one. You'll probably end up carrying this gun around like you could play through the entire game with just this weapon right here, because this is a very good weapon. But for the most part, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that. He, like, another suffered loss of him making this modification was the detail put into the guns is a little bit off. Like, the gun detail itself, I mean, is perfect, but when you look down the iron sights won't be up to par. They'll be like kind of not the greatest looking. They'll be like crooked or something. But that's why if you have a gun that has a messed up sight or something, just try to get a scope you can put on it or something, because the gun itself will be really great, but the iron sight isn't. It kind of disappointed me, but it's definitely not a reason to not play this. It's definitely still a must-play modification.
Not bad. Some pretty good stuff you've got there.
18. How many bullets does he have for that? Oh wow, I just gave those up too. Well, I think I'll go with that gun for now. I'm pretty sure it's one of the ones that he customly put in that actually have a working iron sight, like a good looking one. But we'll see here in a moment. I'm gonna get the bigger cartridge one because of course you just don't want to run out of bullets.
Not bad. Now that's the way to go.
I
Well,
don't need time,
good hunting,
so
Stalker.
I'm gonna go up and take out this weapon, which is already a good one. And yeah, the iron sight is kind of messed up on this. You can see the front of it is messed up, but also it doesn't line up with that. But if you put a, let's say, an ACOG on this, then it's still a really good gun. So, I suppose this will conclude the first part of my Let's Play Stalker. And I'll continue again soon. But
Так, убери оружие.
for now, I'll see you guys later. It was fun. But I had to finish my coffee and do stuff. Important stuff. Very important stuff. Okay, not really. I'm just gonna go play some Modern Warfare 2 or something, but I'll be back to this because I have some people who want to play with me right now. But I'll see you guys later. Next episode.